Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Schuford Gymnasium as we're in store for another great basketball matchup here today. It's going to be the visiting Lees-McRae Bobcats and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. The visiting Lees-McRae Bobcats coming in 3-3 on the season, and your LR Bears coming at 1-2, dropping their last home matchup against UNC Pembroke, but looking at them bounce back here today. I'm Adekale Ande, and you're watching Bear Sports Network here on the SAC Live. We're about a little under 8 minutes away from beginning this contest. First, we're going to give you the starters for both sides. First, for the visiting Lees-McRae Bobcats. Starting at guard will be number 5, Destiny Johnson. Then at forward, number 14, Malika Myers. Then at forward, number 23, Davinique Campbell. At guard, number 30, Carly Mason. And at guard, number 32, Jessica Henderson. And now for your LR Bears starting lineup. And at guard, number 2, Hannah McClung. At guard, number 3, Ashley Woodruff. At forward, number 12, Madeline Hardy. At forward, number 22, Carly Bearden. And at guard, number 25, Lainey Fox. So, should be a really good matchup here today between both sides. I believe the leading scorer for the Lees-McRae Bobcats in this early onset of the season, already played 6 games, is Destiny Johnson. And she's averaging 14.8 points a clip, 6.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. And then Davinique Campbell is averaging 8.5 points per game and 7.5 rebounds. So those are the two bread and butter pieces for this Lees-McRae Bobcats squad. And then for the LR Bears team, I really liked what I saw in their last game against UNC Pembroke. Weren't able to come out on top, but they looked really good defensively. Just talking to Coach Simpson, that was the best I've seen a 2-3 zone run from the early onset of a match. Otherwise, you're usually watching, Syracuse basketball. You rarely see a team just come out from the opening whistle and do a 2-3 zone. It's usually something to stop a really fast-paced team to kind of slow them down, so to say, over the course of a matchup. So a really good job by this team to implement that 2-3 zone. Talking to Coach Simpson and Coach Cam Seeley, they really want to play up-tempo. They want to explore those mismatches, and they really want to work defensively and use their size to their advantage. I mean, Madeline Hardy, what else can you say about her? She's practically a walking double-double machine. She's averaging 16 points a game and 9 rebounds. She is one of the bright spots for this team in the front court. And then Carly Bearden, another one of those senior leaders as well. I was talking to Coach Simpson. She calls Carly Bearden her old reliable, sort of that Tim Duncan role that's, that father time, always been there for this squad, and you know what you can count from her, and you got to love that from Carly Bearden. And when I saw her play for the first time in that last game, she had that little Tim Duncan game to her, that kind of Dirk Nowitzki back to the basket, kind of lull you to sleep and get to her spots and able to knock that pretty fadeaway from the post. So look for her today. And I think the biggest part for me that's going to be the biggest adjustment for this LR team is in their last game, they look stagnant in the half-court setting. The guards really need to step up in the half-court setting. They really need to take command and go early. That was one of the biggest things that really got the worst of this team is against UNC Pembroke. They were waiting until at least 15 seconds on the shot clock before they got action started or any plays or any movement. So look for the guards to get working early. Talking to Coach Simpson, look for, Kennedy Waite to really step up and dominate the ball when she has it. And Lainey Fox as well has been a freshman that's really stepped up, along with Ashley Woodruff, that have been just really high-energy players, great character, and ready to play right away. These freshmen have really stepped up in their playing time. And looking forward to the beginning of this game. So we're a little under 4 minutes away from opening tip-off here at Schuford Gymnasium. It's the part of the broadcast where we do those bold predictions and hot takes. And this one, I think you're going to see some big guard play from Kennedy Wade today, and I think she knocks down 5 threes. I think the Bears as a whole, they're going to get off and running, and I think they're going to really show out in the low post here today. So I think they're going to have more points in the paint than the other squad. I'm going to give them about 20 to 30 points in the paint here tonight. So as we're about to begin this one, a little under 3 minutes away, and we'll be back shortly here on Bears Sports Network on the SAC Live. So we're getting ready as we're back here at Schuford Gymnasium, about to begin this contest between the visiting Lees-McRae Bobcats and your LR Bears. Looks like it's going to be number 23, Dominique Campbell, and Madeline Hardy to tip things off here. So we're about to get rolling. Should be a great contest between both sides. And Hardy wins the tip for the Bears. They will start off with possession here in this matchup. Early, it looks like they're trying to feed the post, the Bears. Good screen action. Hardy on the high post, driving in with the right and gets it to go for the Bears. And the Bears immediately into that full court press. And I believe they're trying to start off in a 2-3 zone as well. I love the intensity so far from the Bears early on. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats. A three-pointer fired. And good tap out by Woodruff. Now Fox is going to drive in strong. And she just airmailed that one into the corner. Just underestimated how hard she's throwing that pass, and Woodruff couldn't handle it. But so far, I love the defensive intensity from the Bears. It's really made the Bobcats think and work on their passing. So, you know, that's the biggest mistake in the game of basketball. And that's a deep three put up and cashed in by number 30, Carly Mason. She shot that one from all the way over in Moretz. And a foul is going to be called here on number 23, Davinique Campbell. A little bit of an arm bar in the post on Bearden. That's what I was talking about earlier. Carly Bearden's that old reliable, the senior captain, is excellent in the low post. Look for her to get to her spots and to get some easy buckets here for the Bears. And Woodruff going to be called for an illegal screen. Cannot extend your arms there. And that'll be going the other way. That's just a costly freshman mistake right there by Woodruff, but she'll learn quickly. And good job of reading the passing lane. Up to McClung for two. Way to make up for that mistake by the freshman Woodruff. A pass in the paint. Very close to 3 seconds there. A three-pointer put up, and that's good from the outside. And that's Jessica Henderson for the Bobcats. And this Bobcats team likes to put up a lot of points up in a hurry. They're averaging 69.5 points per game. Fox. Now Woodruff driving in. And a hand check is going to get called on number 14, Malika Myers. Yeah, that's always a tough call. You feel like you have legal guarding position, and then you get called for a hand check, and a deep three by McClung. Short off the rim. Bobcats will control now. And that looks like Henderson going to run things at the point at the top of the key, looking for some action. High screen, a jab, and a strong drive by number 14, Malika Myers. And she's going to get called with a push in the back, and that makes two for Myers in the first 3 minutes of action, and she's going to come off. Good pursuit by Hardy to not give up on that play. So just like that, the score is 6-4. Bobcats are on top of LR. McClung at the top of the key going to call out a play. Alyssa Wagner is checked in also. And that was a good-looking jump shot by Bearden. Not able to get it to go, though. You know, talking to the coaching staff, they said if I need someone to lock someone up who's been getting buckets all day, you're going to call on number 23, Alyssa Wagner. She is an absolute lockdown phenom for this Bears team. Look for her to really stand out defensively here today. Just swinging the ball around. Wagner's open on that wing. They can get it to her. Now in the Beard, and a good look between Biggs and Harden. Not able to convert there. He's going to give up the jump ball. That's going to bring in Kennedy Waite. He's going to check back into the game. She's one of those other players I talked about, the junior guard. It's one of the captains for this LR teams, and when she gets hot from distance, it's gonna be a problem to stop her. They're trying to feed the post, the Bobcats. They have an open defender making a backdoor cut, but it doesn't matter, as that's number 23, Devonique Campbell. And we highlighted her early as Waite fires from 3 and gets it to go. Nothing but the bottom of the cup. Now if she gets going, it's going to be an issue. Bobcats working around, and that's one of the things people don't realize about a 2-3 zone. The only way to really beat it is to pass in the middle or swing the ball very often. You can't get stagnant. It's a floater missed right there in the paint by Henderson. Waite looking to push over to Bearden. Bearden gets to her spot and cashes out from the baseline. And I love how quickly this LR team gets into their set. And another deep 3 put up by Carly Mason. As she claps back, as she gets back on the defensive end. She looks like the sniper there for the Bobcats. And another high post mid-range jump shot is hit, this time by Madeline Hardy. Pushed out to the wing. And Destiny Johnson has been quiet so far here for the Bobcats. Another deep 3 put up, and that one is short off the rim. Good board by Carly Bearden. So we're saying Destiny Johnson, the leading scorer for this Bobcats team, averaging 14.8 a game. And a 3 by Fox is in and out, and Wagner trying to collect the board. It's going to go off her foot, and that's going to be Bobcats' ball. So far, it's been a track meet here at Schuford. 11 apiece within the first 5 minutes of play. Both squads have been really good from distance, and they've been pushing it. So they're working the ball around. It's good back and forth. Henderson fired from 3. Good board by Lainey Fox. Bears will have numbers. Up ahead to Bearden and Wagner. That was Waite for 3, but Wagner wanted that ball really badly. Would have loved to see Wagner make a cut towards the paint. Maybe Bearden would have fired it to her. And we're going to have our first media timeout here at Schuford. We'll be back here on Bear Sports Network.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement.
We're back here at Schuford Gymnasium. Just some quick stats for you. A little update. So far, the leading scorer for both sides, Carly Mason with a quick 6 points, 2 for 3 from the outside, and Madeline Harden leading with 4 points for the Bears. 11-11 here. at Schuford Gymnasium. A little under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. It's been great actions. You see a double screen up top. Mason, the sharpshooter, good job by by Moore. Kick to the outside. And that's a strong drive with the right. Not able to get it to go, though, is number 3, Michaela Smith. Now into the game for the Bears is Kiera Moore, along with number 35, Nakia Hooks. And a quick cut there by Carly Mason, but she left it short off the iron. Wagner now pushing for the Bears. Waite's calling for it in the corner. But that's one of those things we talk about, no cross-court passes, especially in a zone. And Waite gets tripped up right there, but a no call. It's going to remain Bears ball, though. Now checking the game for the Bobcats is number 12, Tiana Schuff. And just an errant turnover right there by the Bears. And Ashley Woodruff will check back in. That's one of the things we talked about, those unforced errors. The Bears really have to reduce those in order to come out on top, especially when you play as aggressive as they do on defense. You got to be clean on the offensive end. High pick and roll. And a mid-range jump shot connects for Jayla Holloman. Now inside to Moore. Moore looking to go to work. Wagner driving in. Now to Waite on the wing for 3. And that is short off the rim. Good board by Moore. Going up strong. She goes to the line for 2. And that's what I want to see more from the Bears. They've done a great job so far of being aggressive. There's nothing worse than a team that just settles for shots. I mean, this Bears team so far, they've been just putting up good shots and they've been aggressive. It's never hurt you to be too aggressive on the offensive end, especially when you're putting up a lot of shots in a hurry, as Moore misses that first one. And Moore able to get the second one to go. Bears down 1 here, 3:24 remaining here in the first quarter. Bobcats working around, and you hear number 12 for the Bobcats, Tiana Schuff, talk out. They got to move the ball. You're playing into the Bears' hands if you stay stagnant with the rock. And a kick over to the wing. Now back to the outside, driving in tough. Waite has to close out on Destiny Johnson. She left it short on the rim. And almost a steal by Woodruff. She's been active in the passing lanes. And 3-second violation called on the Bobcats and Destiny Johnson. That's exactly what you want if you're the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Early on, that has been their staple here at home. Defensively, they've been trapping teams and really forcing them to think. As you see, Waite immediately surged by 2 Bobcats defenders. And I think the Waite's telling her teammates right now, if they do that again, I need someone for an outlet pass immediately. Because if there are 2 people on Waite, that leaves somebody wide open. And we're now in the bonus as Waite will go to the line for 2. And Waite able to knock down the first free throw. Able to get the second one to go also. Waite's one of those pure free throw shooters for this Bears team. I believe she shot 88% from the line last year. Good board by Hooks. Waite looking to force the issue now. Woodruff driving in. Mid-range jump shot, left it short. Good board by Wagner, up with the right hand for 2. And that's a great hustle play by Alyssa Wagner. A sophomore guard. And another almost forced turnover by the Bears. It was a good double team right there at halfway. It's been a fast-paced game so far. 2:09 remaining. It's 16-13. Your Bears are on top. Back into this 2-3 zone as Madeline Hardy has re-entered the game. A three-pointer going to be fired, and that hits the right of the rim. And another offensive board for the Bobcats. And a traveling violation will be called right there on number 20, Ariana Lizarraga. Carly Bearden will check back in for the Bears. Is Kennedy Waite looking to set up the offense, and that's exactly what we're talking about. The great passing, not able to get it to go is Hardy, but that was a great look by Kennedy Waite, and they were able to break that double team. And Waite picks up the steal. If you're a Waite, you got to immediately look up, and if there are two people on you, you got to swing that ball. Waite gonna fire from distance. Left it short on the rim. And a foul on the floor going to be called on Rachel Leaf. Loose ball foul. That's going to send a Bear to the line, and it's going to be Madeline Hardy. And Hardy able to connect on both of those free throws. And good defense by Waite. And Waite's going to get called with the foul, and she's in disbelief. She felt like number 12, Tiana Schaff, went into her and initiated the contact, but Waite's going to get called with the foul. And Bobcats working around a drive inside. Good defense by Madeline Hardy. And she's able to pick up the steal. And it's going to remain LR ball. 48.3 remaining here in this first quarter. And an errant turnover by Waite, and Destiny Johnson's going to be off and running. Ooh, a nice behind-the-back pass by Destiny Johnson. And then number 11, Leaf, not able to get the layup to go. So we're going to have an inbound pass by Bearden. I believe it's going to be going the other way now. With 33 seconds remaining for the Bears, they got to hold it for one shot. Shot clock is still in effect. And I think that's what Waite's going to do here. And they got to look up over to Bearden. The turnaround, not able to get it to go. I would love to see LR maybe hold that for a little bit longer. And now that's what the Bobcats are going to do right here for one shot. 5 seconds left on the clock. Johnson driving in. Kick out to the corner for three, and that's an air ball. And that basket won't count. It's the end of the first quarter, folks. LR is on top 18-13 over the Lees-McRae Bobcats. And we'll be back shortly after this timeout.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found an expert for my heart.
And we're back here at Schuford Gymnasium. After the end of the first quarter, your LR Bears are up 18-13. Some quick stats for you. Bears shooting 37.5% from the field, 16.7 from 3, and 83.3 from the free throw line. And Lees-McRae shooting a measly 26.3%. So far, it's been a little bit of a defensive matchup back and forth, but it's been fast-paced in the early onset. Let's see what these teams have in store for us for the rest of the way. Bobcats with possession. Now Destiny Johnson will fire from the outside. Good rebound by Hardy, and Woodruff going to push. Going through the lane, the step through, gets it to go. I'll tell you what, this freshman has no fear in her eyes whatsoever. Ashley Woodruff is a very fast player up and down the court with the ball. And a foul's going to get called on number 22, Carly Bearden. And that will bring Kiera Moore back into the game for the Bears. They're working the ball around. Woodruff going to play tight defense on Tiana Schuff. So working the ball around now, driving in with the right. That's a straight line drive by Huff. Woodruff trying to match that, trying to feed the ball to Moore, and that's a tough angle. And you see her pat her chest there saying, that's my bad. I got a little out of control. And I think that's some of the things you're going to have to clean up with Woodruff. Excellent defensively, but might get a little out of hand at some points, but that may just be freshman nerves. Deep three fired by the Bobcats. Another offensive board. And Hardy able to clean the glass right there on the second chance bucket. Now Wagner pushing, baseline. Leaving Waite wide open for three. Cannot get that one to go as that one's long, and Kiera Moore, just a little overzealous right there, is going to get called for a push. So 20-15, 8:28 remaining here in the second quarter. LR is on top over Lees-McRae. As you see, another Bobcat re-enter the game. I believe that is Carly Mason. She hit some deep threes for this Bobcats team earlier. And that's another thing that can beat a 2-3 zone. If you can swing the ball around enough times and stretch the floor, it's lights out. And that's a great trap by this LR Bears team as they feed the paint and up with the left. Not able to get it to go is Henderson. Now McClung looking to push. Trying to feed the post to Hooks, and that one was read like a book by the Bobcats. Drive by Henderson baseline. A dish in the paint. And I think Hooks got a piece of that one. So McClung going to set up the offense now. Going to hear the play called out from the bench. Over to Hardy, high post, steps through with the right, and she's going to go to the line for two. Hardy is 2 for 2 at the line already. See if she can knock down these next ones. And just like that, the notorious announcer's curse. Kind of did that one to myself. Misses that first one. And gets the second one to go. 1 for 2 at the line right there for Madeline Hardy. That increases the lead for the Bears by 6 points now, with 7:35 remaining here in the second quarter. And Henderson trying to get things going here for the Bobcats. They're still in within striking distance. A deep three by Mason, and she is not shy from the land behind the three-point line. She's going to pull him. Might be channeling her inner Steph Curry, rocking that 30 for the Bobcats. And as Mason's going to pick up the bump right there on Madeline Hardy. And that's one of the things you love to see. And I think that's really crazy about how the game of college basketball and just basketball in general has changed with people like Steph Curry who can make threes from such a far distance. You really have to play defense on every side of the floor. You really have to extend from the outside. And having people who are just specialists who can shoot it, it's phenomenal. Now Fox going to kick it to Wait the jab step, going to fire from distance. Strong on that attempt, and Hardy racing for the board, not able to get there. Like I was saying, when you have a shooter that can shoot the ball from 3 to 4 feet behind the arc, it opens up everything. Spacing, driving becomes easier because defenders have to commit to the shooters, and passing lanes become more open. It's just quite crazy how being able to shoot the ball from a farther distance changes the whole ball game. And you see an errant turnover right there by number 3, Michaela Smith, sending that one out of bounds. And that's going to be LR ball. Wait there on the wing. They got to feed these bigs early. And a good little mid-range jump shot by Hardy. Not able to get it to go, though. I would love to see a little more high-low game from the LR's bigs. And that's a pretty floater by number 3, Michaela Smith. Fox is going to fire from the corner. She left that one strong. So the Bobcats are quickly cutting into this lead now. And a straight line drive by Henderson. And I think Coach Seeley has seen enough. She's going to call a timeout here, and we'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
So we're back here at Schuford Gymnasium. Fans, just want to let you know, Geico has teamed up with the South Atlantic Conference to offer alumni, faculty, or SAC institution discounts on auto insurance. Get your fast, free car insurance quote today by visiting geico.com/mydiscount. Geico, the official insurance provider of the South Atlantic Conference. So we're back in this one here at Schuford Gymnasium. Your Bears are up 21-19, and Coach Cam Seeley did not like what she saw there in that last bit before the timeout. It was a straight line drive, breaking the 2-3 zone through the middle. And you see a zone being entertained here by the Bobcats as well. And a pass inside, and a three-pointer going to be fired by Barefoot. First touch, first basket for Barefoot. Knocking it in. And let's see if they can get going. Woodruff able to pick the cookies right there of the Bobcats, and into Blairfoot with the left. Gets it to go. A quick 5 points for Blair Barefoot. Barefoot is a freshman from Wilmington, North Carolina, getting some quick minutes here in that backup guard spot. Now Woodruff driving in and just lost it. And she was almost there to the cup. Just that one goes off her knee. It's going to be Bobcats ball. So I'm going to show you a replay of that last score. Great defense by Woodruff. And then Wagner off in a hurry. A little nifty pass to Barefoot, and she knows what to do with it. A good pass by Mason, and a traveling violation is going to be called by Henderson. Another one of those unforced turnovers for the Bobcat squad. Good job by this Bears defense of really making them think. And Barefoot is going to call out the offense here for the Bears. High posted hooks and into more, and that's what I was talking about. The high-low look from the bigs of the Bears is really going to be the thing that's going to end this game, in my opinion. If they can get and break that zone with their bigs, they're going to be a dangerous squad. And good job by Moore of jumping that passing lane. Still Bobcats ball. Your LR Bears are up by 7 here with 4:18 remaining in the second quarter. It's Henderson at the top of the key. She's looking for a high screen right there set by number 23, Devaney Campbell. She's going to reset. 6 seconds left on the clock. Have to get going here. A feed into the post. And a block by Kiera Moore. Get that out of here. An absolute denial. Good defense by the Bears. Wait. Nice hesitation move. Now Barefoot again for 3. And she's going to miss that one short off the rim. Good board by Hooks. And not able to handle that pass is Moore. As jump shot, a good fake, and Mason will fire an even deeper 3 to the left of the rim. A good offensive board by Destiny Johnson, being guarded by Waite now. And a straight line drive once again by Henderson. Barefoot looking to set it up now. Good pass to Waite. She'll fire once again. And Waite, after hitting that first one, has not been trigger shy, but at the same time she hasn't been able to connect, and I feel like it's just gonna fall in eventually. You know, shooter's gonna shoot, they're gonna keep shooting, and Waite's not gonna be bashful whatsoever from the outside. And someone who hasn't been bashful here for the Bobcats has been number 30, Carly Mason. She fires up another jump shot and doesn't get that one to go. And I think Coach Cam Seeley told Waite to kind of slow things down now. Let's get into our set because they're hearing the play getting called out. Into Moore. And Moore drives in with the right hand and doesn't get it to go. But I think that's what they want to see from Moore, being aggressive. And an unforced error by the Bobcats as that one goes out of bounds. As Madeline Hardy and Olivia Nunn will re-enter the game here for the Bears. Barefoot now being guarded by Destiny Johnson, the leading scorer for the Bobcats on the season. Hardy looking for some movement. Dribble handoff with Kennedy Waite. Good hard screen by Olivia Nunn. She wants the ball. And she's going to get called for 3 seconds. And that was a quick 3 seconds. Very much so by that referee there on the baseline. But, you know, when a big sends you a nice hard screen and they're open on the block, you got to feed them early because they want the ball. Sometimes they forget how many seconds they've been in the lane. Another good pass over to Henderson and great box out by Wagner. Kennedy Waite now on the ball. The in and out dribble, driving with the right, and a tough basket by K-Dub gets it to go for LR. And Henderson, the pump fake, driving in, gonna bring it back out. Barefoot being very aggressive here on the defensive end. And Johnson just has been really quiet so far for the Bobcats in this game. Waite wants the rock. She really wants this matchup between Henderson. And Henderson going to get called for a little push in the back. So I'm going to show you a replay here. And Kennedy Waite wanted that bucket the whole way and kisses it off the glass for two. So under a minute here, 53.2 seconds. Your Bears are up 30-23 here in the second quarter. Feeding the post in the Hardy, and she gets it to go. Now extending the lead to 9 points. Almost a steal for Waite. A jab stat and a short three, and Hardy corrals the board. Looks like it's going to be almost an identical game clock and shot clock if the Bears want to hold it for one. But Waite says, no thank you, I'm going to pull up from the baseline. 32-23, it's going to remain LR ball. I think Coach Cam Seeley is calling out one shot here. Excuse me. Shot clock did not change. There was no change of possession, so it's remaining Bears ball, 19 seconds on the shot clock, 21 on the game clock, 2-second difference. Barefoot's waiting to hear the play called out. Looking for some motion. Into Hardy. Hardy, the free throw line jump shot, good. 2 seconds on the clock from 3/4 of the court, and that goes wide right. At halftime, your score is 34 LR, 23 the Bobcats, and we'll be back shortly here at Bear Sports Network.
Oh, this? I was playing catch a little too hard with the dog. He's got quite an arm. I've been through this before. It'll be better in a couple of days. Probably.
Visit one of Ortho Carolina's specialists right away by logging on to orthocarolina.com. Leave the waiting to this guy.
Come on, honey.
Ortho Carolina. You improved.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And we are back here at Schufer Gymnasium. If you're just tuning in, the score is 34-23. Your LR Bears are on top over the Lees-McRae Bobcats. And we're going to show you the stats here from the first half. Bears shooting 41.9% from the field and 16.7% from the three-point line, 75% from the free throw line, 25 rebounds, 8 assists, and 9 turnovers. The Bears are holding Lees-McRae Bobcats to 27.8% from the field, 21.4% from three. Have not shot a free throw in this match. 19 rebounds, 5 assists, and 9 turnovers for the Bobcats. Going to show you a little replay from earlier in the second quarter. And just some back and forth. And then out of nowhere is Kiera Moore with the lockdown D for the Bears. And I think that's been what has been the biggest factor here for LR so far in this matchup. If they've been really holding this Bobcats team to a lot of just bad turnovers, 1, and 2, holding them to shooting some tough shots. I mean, Mason for the Bobcats hit some deep ones from distance earlier, hit her first 2, but she's been shooting she's been shooting a lot for the Bobcats and hasn't been getting it to go. I mean, those shots get really tough and tougher the more out you go. And then Bobcats were able to make a run and really cut the lead down to 2 as they were really driving back, and that's when Coach Cam Seeley called a timeout and really turned things around for the Bears. And as you see, they've pushed their lead to 11 points now. Let's see what they got in store for us as we are about to begin the second half. Seconds away. So far, my predictions haven't wait. She's got 1-3 on the game. Leading scorers for both sides. Madeline Hardy has 11 points and 9 rebounds. 1 rebound away from another double-double. Let's see. Kennedy Waite has 7 total points. She's 1 for 7 for 3, but let's look for her to get going from the three-point line. She's going to continue to come off the bench. Looks like the starters are back in for the Bears. Bobcats look like they have the same people as well. We're about to get going here to begin the second half. And that's going to be Henderson at the top of the key for the Bobcats. Now the Bobcats' leading scorer in this one is Jessica Henderson. And a drive. Hardy looking to get the board, and a travel is going to be called right there on number 14, Malika Myers. That's what I was talking about earlier. Those unforced turnovers have really been a killer for this Bobcats team, as that's turnover number 10 of the game. Pass into Woodruff. She's got to advance the ball down, and she does just that. Little action off of Bearden's high screen. Bearden driving, look for a dribble handoff with Fox. Good high pick and roll by Hardy, and Fox is going to get called for the travel there. It's another thing. So when you're coming off those high screens, you got to decide what you're going to do. You're either pulling up, you're driving, or you're dishing the ball. You cannot be indecisive, or else things like that happen, and you pick up your pivot foot, and that's a turnover. It's a dangerous pass into the front court by the Bobcats. Henderson on the rock, drives in with the right, a teardrop of a floater, gets it to go. Now McClung looking to set the offense up. Wagner has checked in. And I think if you're an analytics guy and you want to talk about who's been the most efficient player on the court all night tonight, you got to look at Alyssa Wagner. Wagner is plus 16, folks, here on the night. She hasn't been doing a lot on the offensive end, scoring the basketball, but when she's on the court, good things are happening for the Bears, as Hardy will go to the line for 2. Misses the first one, short off the front of the rim. able to get the second one to go. Hardy now 4-6 at the line. Bears into that full court press once again. Bearden looking to shut off the baseline. Almost a trap right there for the Bears. And Mason just a little off on that no-look pass. Wagner now pushing, goes in with the right and gets it to go. Excuse me, that's Fox gets it to go. A good defense by the Bears. And Wagner, like we talked about in circle, she's going to be that lockdown defender. Has been really tight on the defensive end. You see how active she is on her help defense at the top of this 2-3 zone. And that's a good closeout by Lainey Fox. 2 seconds on the clock, put up. And Fox able to corral the board, looking to push now. And gets in a trouble and gets bailed out with a foul call. Would love to see Lainey Fox give that to one of her guards, maybe McClung or Wagner. As Kiera Moore checks back in the game for the Bears, coming out with that big block in the first half, as we showed that replay earlier. Now working around, and Bearden really wants the ball in the low post. She's been posted up for a good 5 seconds. And so is Hardy. And Hardy just mishandles that pass. And that's another turnover for LR. Johnson driving in, and Johnson sending that one out of bounds. Not the right look by number 5 of the Bobcats, the sophomore. McClung now on the wing, looking to feed Moore on the block. And Moore is going to be fouled by Mason. McClung inbounds. Hardy, the good move out to McClung on the corner. Goes baseline to Wagner, driving in with the right and gets it to go. Like we talked about, Alyssa Wagner's a name in the circle. When she's on the court, good things happen, and we'll be back here on Bear Sports Network with more action.
Oh, this? I was playing catch a little too hard with the dog. He's got quite an arm. I've been through this before. It'll be better in a couple of days. Probably.
Visit one of Ortho Carolina's specialists right away by logging on to orthocarolina.com. Leave the waiting to this guy.
Come on, honey.
Ortho Carolina. You improved.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
So we're back here in Schuford Gymnasium. You're watching Bear Sports Network here on the SAC Live. Your Bears are up 39-25 over the Lees-McRae Bobcats. 6:54 remaining here in the third quarter. Bobcats ball. And now the Bears have kind of switched into a 2-1-2 with Hardy really commanding up on the high post. And Mason going to fire an even deeper three, and she left that one short off the rim. And that one's going to go off a Bobcat, go out of bounds. And that's going to be LR ball. McClung looking to set up the offense. I'm looking for her to get going now and really start to feed those posts. I loved earlier in the first half when you saw that high-low game, and just like that, trying to find Bearden. That's what they got to go to. If they can get that 1-2 from Hardy and Bearden, that's going to be dangerous. And speaking of dangerous, Destiny Johnson drills a 3 from the outside. The Bobcats' leading scorer has been really quiet here tonight, but she's looking to get going. So enter the block into Moore. Moore going up with the right hand. That's a great little hesitation move in the post, but doesn't get it to go. You see Hardy really playing high up, and they're back into that Moore 2-3 look. A nice post play, and a great job by the bigs of LR to stay vertical and not lean into the defender. Now Wagner's pushing, and they're going to settle things down here and call out a play. And McClung wants that high screen, I believe, from Hardy. Goes off the screen. Gets some action with Bearden. And 3 seconds is going to get called on Hardy. And I think that's one of the biggest things that you see every year in the game of college basketball get stressed more often is a 3-second violation call. You can ill afford to camp out in the paint. And I think Hardy got called for that one, and she's going to know next time to check out of there. Pass up ahead into the corner. That's for number 1, Jayla Holloman. Now into the middle. Back out to Holloman. Driving in. A good pass is a wide open Malika Myers. She can't get it to go. McClung looking to set up the offense once again. Over to Bearden. Let's see if she can get to her spot. It's 12 seconds left on the shot clock. McClung has got to get going now. Looking to feed Hardy. A good screen by Bearden. And Hardy cannot get that one to go. Left it short off the iron. Three-pointer fired by the Bobcats. That one's long. A good rebound by number 23, Davinique Campbell. Wagner driving in, and she's going to get bumped. The foul's going to get called on Michaela Smith. And we're going to take a media timeout here, and we'll be back shortly here on the Bear Sports Network.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for.
And we're back here at Schuford Gymnasium. You've been watching Bear Sports Network here on the SAC Live. If you're just tuning in, your Bears are up 39-30 with 3:52 remaining here in the third quarter. That's LR ball. Some quick stat totals for you. Hardy still with 12 points and 9 rebounds. As Waite mishandles that pass. Another turnover for LR. Barefoot has been a bright spot as well. Checked in the game, is doing some big things for the Bears. She's +9 on the game. And she has a quick 5 points as well. Now to Moore, Barefoot on the ball. Trying to feed the post to Hardy, driving in, and Hardy's going to go to the line for 2. Hardy gets that first one again. She's now 5 of 7 from the line. Second one good also. 6 of 8 right there for Madeline Hardy. Almost a steal for Kennedy Wayne. They're being really aggressive. Her and Blair Barefoot. High post, Hardy jumps, and number 23, Devonique Campbell gets to her sweet spot. Barefoot bringing the ball up for the Bears. Barefoot now on the wing. Wait, a dribble handoff. She's got some room. She wants the shot. She's going to call for a screen. Gets off the screen, fires the 3, and knocks it down from the outside. And Barefoot almost able to pick up the steal, and I think they're going to call a kicked ball. Oh, wow. They called a tripping violation on Blair Barefoot. I don't know about that one. As we show you a replay, a little high pick and roll, ball action, and Kenny Dubb knows what to do with the rest. Pulls it back from the outside. He's going to work the ball around. Score is 44-32. Bobcats now driving in, a kick out over the corner. It's going to have to be put up. 3 seconds on the clock, and a great block by Kiera Moore. She's off and running, and she wants the ball. Wait going to fire another 3. A good fake by Wait into Moore. And 1. Count the basket, Kiera Moore. Show out. And that's a great heads-up play by Kennedy Way. Got caught up in the air on the shot. Able to still find her teammate and get the and one as we show you that replay of what just happened. Getting that and one. That's a great feeling when you're able to put the basket in and now possibly go to the line for the traditional three-point play. And Hardy corrals the board. That makes her that double-double. And I think Moore's going to get called for a push in the back. She came in hot. Bears back in that full court press look. Passes inbounded. And that's Jayla Holloman. She's surveying the court. Inside to Johnson. And Johnson gets called for the offensive foul. And you see a scream by the freshman Blair Barefoot. She's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Barefoot has been really good at here today defensively, along with Wagner. Wagner looking to feed the post into Moore. Some tough defense by Holloman. Hardy there on the wing. And a foul, I believe, is going to get called on the number 1, Jayla Holloman. That's going to send Hardy to the line as Bears are now in the bonus. And Hardy gets the first one to go. Now 7 for 9 on the free throw line. Drills the second one. That's 4 straight at the line for Madeline Hardy. Lead is now 16 points, 48-32, and Barefoot getting a piece of the ball. This freshman is no longer a freshman. Early in this onset of the season, she's been really hooping for LR. She's looking to be active here in the passing lane. Good job by Barefoot stopping that three-point attempt. Ball being swung around. Three-pointer going to be fired by number 1, Jayla Holloman. She gets that one to go. Inbounded to Barefoot. And that's going to be number 11, Rachel Leith, guarding her. Barefoot surveying the field. 30 seconds left on the game clock. 15 on the shot clock. Wagner driving in. Out to Hardy. Drives in with the right hand and kisses it off the glass. Shot clock now off. Bears up by 15. And Hardy coming in hot, but not able to get that block. Hardy looking to inbound now. Up ahead to Waite. And that ball goes out of bounds. 1.9 seconds remaining. Yeah, there's got to be a greater sense of urgency to inbound that ball and push it forward if you're the Bears. That's an opportunity of getting one more good look. With 1.9 seconds left, that's good enough for one dribble, one stride going to the other way. Up ahead to Barefoot, and she's just going to hold the ball. And that's the end of the third quarter, folks. Your Bears are up 50-37 here at Schufer Gymnasium. We'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Excellence, integrity, care, curiosity. These are the values that define who we are. A community of thinkers, competitors, and achievers passionately pursuing the path of a purpose-driven life. Because at Lenoir-Rhyne University, we are called to greatness. We are LR.
As we're back here in Schufer Gymnasium, if you're just tuning in, 50-37 lead for your LR Bears. They've really been balling here tonight, and an illegal screen is going to get called on number 35. I believe that is Nakia Hooks for LR. It's going to be going the other way. Just a little stat tool for you so far. Madeline Hardy's leading the way with 18 points and 10 rebounds. A steal by Blair Barefoot puts it in. This freshman, what else can she do? Barefoot now has 7 points. Her and Wagner have been getting after it defensively. That now increases the lead to 15 points. Bobcats working it around. And another steal almost by Blair Barefoot, but she forced the turnover. This freshman is something special, and she's been balling out here today. Barefoot driving in, dishes it off to Hooks. She can't handle the pass. That was a good look by Barefoot. But when you're big, you got to be ready. You got to be hands up, always looking back at your guard because you never know how they're going to deliver the pass and how they're going to get it to you. You just got to trust your teammate that they're going to be able to make that pass. So a turnover there. It's going to be a Bobcats ball. Barefoot almost getting another steal. Barefoot staying tight. 10 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be number 1 with the ball. Drive in. Able to kiss it off the glass is number 1, Jayla Holloman. Into the post. Bearden, a turnaround jump shot. And she gets it. The shooter's bounce. Now Holloman pushing. And a quick trap by Waite and Wagner. Almost getting a steal is Wagner. Good defense by Hardy. A three-pointer fired. That's strong. Barefoot has got to go to the ball. Not able to get it. Ball still bouncing around. And a layup put in. I know if you're Coach Cam Seeley, maybe a little frustrated. Got to ask your guys, your team, to play a little harder than secure that ball. And a foul will get called on Rachel Lee. As Barefoot will get a good breather. As Woodruff and McClung check back into the game. McClung over the Woodruff. Good high screen. Woodruff driving in. And she's blocked by number 3, Michaela Smith. And another jump ball. Good job by Hardy to get on the deck and force the jump ball. It's going to be LR's possession. (54-41) here. 7:24 remaining. A jump shot fired by Bearden, and it's good again. That's back-to-back looks by Carly Bearden. Let's see if Bearden can heat up. And a steal by Alyssa Wagner, jumping the passing lane up to Woodruff and back to who got it. And that's excellent, crisp teamwork by the Bears. Wagner almost getting another steal for LR. And a little out of control, but not able to get it to go are the Bobcats. McClung looking to push. Up ahead to Wagner. Bearden's in the post. She's got to get out of there. It's going to be 3 seconds. And Coach Seeley wants to slow it down. High screen. Denied right there by McClung. Woodruff driving in. Out to McClung in the corner for 3. And she's going to get fouled on the 3, and she's going to get a line for 3 free throws. We're showing you a replay. I believe this is of Wagner still jumping the passing lane. Full speed ahead. A great pass to Woodruff. And you got to reward your teammates for doing well on the defensive end, and that's what Woodruff did. Gave it right back to Wagner. Into Hardy. A good look by McClung. And that's a great inbound play. If you get Madeline Hardy maybe able to box someone out and get the ball, that's excellent by the Bears. Has a good ball fake by Mason. Deep from 3, but left that one short as well. Hardy pushing Bearden all by her lonesome. I think Wagner's got to look up ahead. Woodruff the pump fake. Driving in with the right. not able to get it to go, and that's going to be going the other way. I don't think Bearden liked that. She felt like it was tipped by the Bobcats, but Bobcats ball. Bobcats having trouble advancing it into the front court, able to get it to go there. Mason on the ball. Now three-pointer going to be fired by Henderson, and that one is nothing but the bottom of the cup. And the Bobcats able to force a jump ball, and that's the one thing you can ill afford to do. If you're a guard and you're bringing the ball up, you cannot turn your back to the defender. They're going to strip you almost every single time or trap you. And Barefoot's going to check in for McClung. Bobcats driving in, a dish out to Mason on the wing. Great defense by Woodruff. Now Wagner locking up Johnson. That's a tough shot. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, on, I want to believe that's Henderson. She came in real hot looking for that rebound. And I believe we're going to have a media timeout. We'll be back shortly here on Bear Sports Network. We're back here at Schuford Gymnasium. Your Bears are up 60-44 over the Lees-McRae Bobcats. You've been watching Bear Sports Network, and a line drive. Then gimme that by Madeline Hardy. She's going to go back to the line for two. Did you see her teammates trying to settle her down right there? Trying to not force any chippiness and stop. Maybe some little extracurriculars, but Hardy's going to go to the line for two. Hardy sinks the first one. She is now 9 for 11 from the line. And rims out on that second attempt. Barefoot almost getting another steal for the Bears. And I love the way Alyssa Wagner has been very active and vocal for this Bears team. Count the basket right there for Malika Myers. And that, I believe, is the first free throw of the night for the Lees-McRae Bobcats. That's a testament to how well this LR team has played defensively without fouling. Bearden, baseline jump shot, good. Carly Bearden has been heating up here in this fourth quarter. 6 points in this fourth quarter alone for Bearden. Johnson short, and a rebound by Myers, good. Barefoot pushing. Up ahead to Bearden, now to Wagner in the corner, and she's going to settle things down. And that's a veteran move by Alyssa Wagner. Alyssa Wagner, I know she's only a sophomore, but to slow down and not force anything, that's heads-up play. And a foul's going to be called on Myers, and that's going to send Barefoot to the line for 2. As Kiera Moore checks back in the game for LR. Barefoot a little strong on that first attempt. Barefoot able to knock down the second attempt, pushing the lead to 15 points. Good defense by the Bears. Almost a 10-second violation by Lees-McRae. Into the paint. Henderson, that's a good up fake. Doesn't get it to go, and she can't grab the ball. I don't know how they allowed that one. She never established herself back in bounds. But it's going to remain Bobcats' ball. And they're going to call a foul on Kiera Moore on the hold.
Foul on number 31, Kiera Moore.
Having trouble inbounding. It's going to have to be put up. Trying to go back door to Henderson. Good ball fake. And a strong board by Wagner. Now to Barefoot. She's going to hear the play from Coach Seeley. Being played really tightly by Henderson. There's a steal. Barefoot racing back. And a layup on the other end by Myers. Barefoot looking to push, and she's going to be fouled from behind by Mason. And I love that right there, and that's a good sign from this LR team. You see all her teammates backtrack. They go pick up Barefoot and give her a high five and tell her, hey, you're doing a great job, the freshman. And now she's going to go to the line, see if she can knock down 2. Able to get that first one to go is Barefoot. And sinks the second one as well. 3 for 4 at the line for Barefoot. Now pushes this lead back up to 15. Wagner gets another steal. Goes up and gets blocked, but she's going to go to the line for 2. They believe a foul is going to be called on Destiny Johnson. And that scouting report was absolutely right about Alyssa Wagner. She is a lockdown defender, gunning the passing lanes. As we see a replay here, reading it like a defensive back you'd see in football, and just able to time it, go up, and get the ball for LR. She misses that first free throw. And gets the second one to go also. As you see Waite and Hardy will check into the game. Bears up 16 now, 2:41 remaining here in this ball game. It's been a tale of a completely different game. If you watch LR's last home game, this team has been dominant defensively and have been even better on the offensive end. Into the high post. Bearden playing tough defense. Wait with the help. Ball put up. Hardy looking to get the board. Not able to corral it. But Barefoot is there once again playing tough defense on number 12, Tiana Schuff. Mid-range jump shot fired long. Barefoot comes up with the rebound for LR, and she's going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line once again. We have some subs check in. Wagner will get a well-deserved rest, and I believe that is another captain for this LR team. That is number 14, Addison DeLucas. Barefoot knocks down the first attempt. So far, if you're just tuning in, you've missed a really, really good basketball game. Honestly, by both sides, but LR has just really stood out here today. They're up by 18 here in the fourth quarter, but defensively and offensively, they just have been top-notch. This full-court 2-3 zone that they've been implementing has just caused this Bobcats team fritz. And Hardy secures another rebound, increasing that double-double for her. Up ahead to number 1. I believe that is Tatum McBride. She has checked in for the first time. The 5'6" sophomore. Hardy turning, now over to Waite. 9 seconds left on the clock. They got to get going here. Hardy driving in, puts something up. She felt the contact, and she's going to go to the line for 2. Hardy gets that one to go. And drills another one. As Hardy's going to check out and get a well-deserved rest. It's now a 20-point lead for your LR Bears with 1:25 remaining here in this ball game. Wait, tough defense, able to force the jump ball, and I believe that will be going the other way. That's LR's basketball. Good job by Kennedy Waite. And I love that kind of energy. It doesn't matter if you're up 20 points. You're playing like every point's your last point. And Kennedy Waite did just that with great hustle. Waite directing traffic. A nice crossover by Waite. Trying to feed the post into 11, Michaela Dixon. Not able to get that to go, and Waite is going to get called for the blocking foul, and she wanted that charge really badly. I think she was sliding there. And that's going to send number 22, Brianna Wright, to the line. She misses that first one. And gets the second one to go. Up ahead of Tay McBride. Nakia Hooks by her lonesome. Now into Hooks in the paint. And Hooks gets it to go. That's a great look by Tatum McBride.
Entering for Lees-McRae, number 3, Michaela Smith.
So we're under a minute left to play in this one. LR is up 21 points over Lees-McRae Bobcats. Some dribble handoff action, a deep three fired, short off the rim, and looking to go up was Leith. She's going to go in line for 2.
Fouled by number 35, Michaela Hooks. Shooting 2 from the line, number 11, Rachel Lee.
She's able to get both of them to drop. Cutting into this lead now, it's 19 points. A good roll by Hooks. She goes in strong and gets it to go. 2 back-to-back buckets for Nikia Hooks. A strong move in with the left and an even stronger board by LR, and they can hold this one out. But I think they're going to stop play. I believe a player is down for Lees-McRae Bobcats, and she's limping. A good decision by the referees. She was standing there at the padding for a little bit. And I know Tatum McBride wanted to fire that three-pointer, and she's talking to Coach Seeley. Hey, Coach, I was about to pull that. She said, I know. But it's 13.1 seconds. And some people don't like the fact that people are still trying to score with a big lead like this. But, hey, you got to get your reps where you can take them. And I think Waite's going to just hold the ball out. And that will be the game, folks, as your LR Bears win this one 75-54 here at Schuford Gymnasium. And what a game by LR defensively and offensively. If I have to give a game ball, it's got to go to either Blair Barefoot or Alyssa Wagner. They were the MVPs of this game, defensively and offensively, just positive forces on both sides of the ball, and I loved every single bit of it. Just to give you the final stats of this one, as you can see on the screen, LR shot 52% from the field and 23.1% from three-point line, while Lees-McRae 31.9% and 26.1% from the line. Now the final stat total for LR, their leading scorer was Madeline Harney with 23 points and 14 rebounds. The double-double machine went 6-11 from the field and 11-14 from the free throw line. Barefoot with 12 points off the bench, along with Wagner had 7 as well. Biernan had 8, and Kennedy Waite with 10. And that's the game, folks, as your LR Bears win this one. Thanks for staying tuned here on Bears Sports Network on the SAC Live. LR wins 75-54.